Here we go. Let's see, are we good? All right, we crispy. Is everything healthy? Let me see if the stream is good. Should be good. All right. So what's up, chat? Let me see. Yeah. All right. All right. So what's going on, chat? We good? All right. It's looking like, all right, things are looking like it's booting up. All right, the chat's filling up. All right, cool. What's up, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers? Your boy Porter77 with another impromptu live. You know what I'm saying? This I just to go live. I know this wasn't planned, but no time like the present, right? I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Shout out to the Ruham channel member. He says, "What's good, Parak? Did you hear post up today? What he do now? What did he do? He was live." Let me know what was the 411. What did post up say? Hey, I won't take long. I know people are saying, "Oh man, Thrash is on as well." You know, I'm pretty sure his thing's gonna be on for a little while. I'm not gonna be on too long. I'm just want to hit the topics before the Xbox Bethesda showcase. But I think some things should be talked about from a different perspective. Let me know what he said, Ruham. I have no idea what he said. Give me a little snippet or hit me up on Twitter or something. But for anyone that shows up, I truly appreciate it. Hold on, let me just boot up my Twitter just in case. And then hold on a minute. Yeah, tú puedes cerrar la puerta. Gracias. Oh, the box. All right, thanks, son. Oh, the pull-up bars. All right. All right, so we're going to keep going. You know, I know it's Saturday. You know, we got things to do. I just wanted to talk to you. And first off, I want to say I truly appreciate everybody rocking out with the channel. For those of you that subscribe to the membership, I truly appreciate it. I know some of you asked for it because some of you are not able to catch the show live and support. So that makes it easier for you. But overall, the best support I truly appreciate from everybody is just coming to the channel, enjoying the content, and just getting in the chat and interact. You know, simply hitting like the subscribe button, and you know, and that's all I really ask is hit the like and subscribe and enjoy more content and participate in a conversation. But you know, I'm gonna get into it. You know, saying I don't want this live to be too long. It is Saturday. Anybody can voice. Y'all can hear me? So I see J-Ro the man said voice question marks. Are we good? Sub chat. I just want to make sure. Let me know if because J-Ro the man 47 is throwing me off here. So we crispy? Y'all can hear me, or am I having technical difficulties? Oh no. Oh, okay. No. What I mean, get in the chat. Just get in the chat. Not, yeah. My bad. Okay. No. Not get in the chat with the super chat. I'm talking about just chat. Just doing what you're doing now. Just do what you do now. You sign up. You watch the broadcast live, and we just have a conversation. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna make it quick because I know everybody has their favorite podcasters, but I'm gonna make it quick, right? Because I want to respect your time and respect the content that you like live. So we'll just kick off Summer Game Fest. I'm gonna throw this out. All right. So we'll start off with a quick topic. True SSJ Havoc was good. Let's go. So I'm gonna go quick. Surf. First, I'm gonna start with Summer Games Fest. I don't want to give a review because you've seen plenty of people's opinion, and I say most of them has been lukewarm at best, right? A lot of people are not impressed with Geoff Keighly's Summer Game Fest special that he hosted. I want to talk about in the sense that don't. It's good to criticize, but I want you guys to understand his position and what I mean, or at least my perception of his position. He's trying to fill in the gap that normally E3 and the big wigs would normally come join together and provide us to the audience. E3 has been failing over the last couple of years. It's just been a mess. So he saw that, hey, maybe he could fill this void, because gaming is his passion. He understands he's a gamer just like everybody else. He loves the gaming community, gaming industry, and he's trying to do his part with the years of influence, and success that he built. All right. Now, with that said, let's try to understand that Geoff Keighley is not a platform provider. He is not a PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo, or he doesn't have and manage a company like EA or Ubisoft. He doesn't have a level of power where he can ensure the level of content a lot of gamers expect from a show can get done. All he can do is just reach out, politic, coordinate, and get as much support he can from the industry to help build this show. So in other words, the strength of his show is only as strong as those who are willing to support it with their best products that they're willing to reveal. Does that make sense? Let me see. All right. I had the Discord locked down, but if y'all want to join and rock out, hold on. If you want to do something, I was going to make this quick, to be honest, because I know Luca's show's on, King Thrash is on, and a lot of people just want to rock. I'm going to just lock it down, B-Staples. I know normally I would invite y'all guys, but I want to make this quick, and I think if you hop on and other people hop on, it's going to prolong it, and Luca has a thing. I want to show a little respect. I just want to make it quick. I just want to get my points out there, to be honest, all right? So I didn't really mean, it makes sense. I don't want this too long. So as far as Geoff Keighley's show, you got to think about that. He's trying to coordinate, politic, and make a show based on the industry's products and what they're doing. But here's where the confliction lies. The confliction, shout out, Dizzo was good. The confliction lies with the major players. They have the ability to show their products on their own platforms or their own social media accounts. All right. Now remember, and here's where it gets tricky. A lot of these major, third party, publishers, even first party, they have their own YouTube accounts, Twitch accounts, Facebook, and all this other stuff. Right. So think about it this way. They are also YouTube content creators. So the very big stuff that they can show on their own platform and monetize it and make money off it. And I don't think a lot of people, understand that. Like PlayStation has a YouTube channel, and they go by the same rules every other YouTube content creator goes: revenue, views, commercials, monetization, all that. Think about it. I'll give you a perfect example. So when Microsoft used Digital Foundry to unveil or show the hardware breakdown of the Xbox Series X, that was done on Digital Foundry's channel. So Digital Foundry got the views and all that stuff and the monetization. You can tell they were a little salty that PlayStation didn't do the same thing. PlayStation opted to show on their own PlayStation channel the breakdown. And the views was like 10 times bigger than what the Xbox X hardware reveal was. So all that monetization and views went directly to PlayStation YouTube channel and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these major companies, they're making money off of YouTube. They're making money off of Twitch, just like any other YouTube content creator. So why show something super, super big on Geoff Keighley stuff when you could just show it on your own platform and make the money off of the reveal? So that's a battle Geoff Keighley has to deal with too, So companies will show stuff, but they're not going to show the very best stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They might show, for example, Capcom, all right, we'll do a Gal reveal. That's not too bad. But if they have a new big AAA IP, right, let's say like Mega Man Remake, they're probably not going to do it on Geoff Keighley's show. They're probably going to do it on their own channel so people could watch it, So that's a struggle in the battle Geoff Keighley has to do, how to get content from so many in the industry that are willing to provide content. So with that said, don't be too hard on the show. You know, don't hold him to the same standards as if we will hold Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, because he's trying to get the content. I think if we want to see better content and more, we have to show the industry that we support Geoff Keighly, we like what he's doing, and we want to see more of it. You know what I'm saying? So that way, maybe the industry could get a feeling or pulse of like, man, the gamers really want stuff to be shown here, and they're willing to watch it. All right, we're going to put it out there. You know? So that's my point for Geoff Keighly's Summerfest. I respect what he's trying to do. He's gonna have some struggles. You know, he's doing the best that he can, working with the industry that's willing to help him out. You know, so I give him props for that. You know, especially when he doesn't run a big company and stuff like that. He's doing the best he can with the influence that he can. You know, and between that and the Game Awards show, he's really putting gaming. He's doing his part to help gaming be on that stage that we never had before, right? Because now, like, the Game Show Awards is almost similar to like a formal award show, similar to like the Oscars or the Emmys or the Grammys. Maybe not on that level yet, but he's putting on that respect for gaming. He's put on that spectacle and that respect, you know? So I give him props for doing the best he can with the resources that he's able to do it with, right? The next topic I want to talk about is what was it? Give me a second. I want to make sure I'm in order. Gamefass paid demos. So here's a little rib shot. We're gonna do a little bit of rib shot. So remember, PlayStation announced, hey, we're doing time trials for the premium members. So if you're gonna subscribe to the premium tier of PS Plus, you're gonna get what's called the ability to time trials. And what it is like a 2-hour trial of actual games. So you'll be able to play actual games for 2 hours, right? And if you enjoy what you did, you can buy it and you continue on because it's actually the game you're playing, the actual game that you would buy. It's not limited to what's in the PS Plus library or, you know, whatever. I think it's going to be any game in all games, right? So really, you know, as much games as is available that decides to do this, you can play for 2 hours, and if you enjoyed what you played so far, you can buy it and continue on, you know, and stuff like that. So I think it's a good idea, you know what I'm saying, because you're actually playing the game. I think that's better than a demo, in my opinion, because a demo is a vertical slice, and sometimes demos don't really represent the game. That's why I don't really like playing demos anymore, because they usually make the game seem worse. So I stopped playing demos a long time ago. I didn't really care for demos and stuff. But playing 2 hours, it's not like I'm not doing the premium tier. It's whatever. You know, I wish they had it for all tiers, but it is what it is. But in my opinion, the 2-hour time trial would probably be better for all gamers, not just behind the subscription service, right? I think that can lead to higher sales of games if every gamer had the ability to play a game for 2 hours and be like, you know what, I'm gonna buy this game, vice the small segment of premium tiers. I don't think the premium tier is going to be a large group anyway. Shout out to Brian. He says, welcome to, oh man, thank you for being a channel member, man. I truly appreciate it. And True SSJ also, shout out, brother. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, guys, right? And you best believe I'm going to add on demos and time trials to the membership, you know. Okay, but it will make the content better. It's always going to grow. It's never going to change. I'm not adding new tiers, but I truly appreciate that you guys rocking out and becoming members of the channel. Thank you so much. Prepare for YouTube demos coming soon. He goes, I had to show my support. I am now a member. And I truly appreciate it, man. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you so much. But back to the demo. So I think the time trials. But anyway, majority of the people that gave it backlash was, of course, you know who? The Xbox community. Ba-da-da! You know, anti-consumer, locking demos, whatever, behind the paywall. This is why Gamepass is the greatest, and yada, yada, yada. Well, here we go. Microsoft, you know, Sarah Bond came out like, oh shit, we got an amazing program. It's called, they even named it, like, what was it? Project Mohawk? Like, they even gave it a project name. Shout out to True SSJ with the super chat said, making sure to show some love. Thank you so much. I'm glad, I hope you rock out Tuesday. Because Tuesday's going to be big. Tuesday's going to be good. Because Tuesday, we're getting our afterthoughts. The true points of the Xbox Bethesda Showcase. So tune in Tuesday for 60 FNL because it's going to be good. We're going to speak the truth. Because there's going to be a lot of cap in Sunday and Monday. I hope the show is good. But if the show isn't good, there's going to be some cap. But there's going to be some truth Tuesday. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I hope you come through, SSJ. I hope you come through. So, Cyberbond said, hey, they're doing demos too. And it's for Game Pass. Locked behind the paywall. Bruh, the hypocrisy, the audacity of this community. Saying, this is great for developers. I was like, every excuse of how great adding demos to Game Pass is could have been applied to time trials for PlayStation. But it's the complete polar opposite reaction. I was like, man, this community is bad, bro. Like, they're not even trying to hide their bias. Like hiding their bias is not even, they are blatant. They are blatant showing it. Like, it's crazy. I was like, okay, no energy behind paid demos now at all. Now it's apparently great. I was like, man, this is just whatever. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with the paid. I don't agree locking demos to Game Pass or locking time trials to the premium tier, only because I think those things, demos, I'll be honest, I don't really care for demos. I stopped playing demos because I think demos do more harm than good, because a lot of times the concept's not fully finished, right? I don't know how you guys feel, but like the last time I played demos, it gave me a worse impression of the game. And then when the game came out, it wasn't now the demos. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So I stopped playing demos. But time trials is the actual game. In my opinion, time trials will be better served if the entire PlayStation community could just do it. Because you got more people that have access to it. It's not just locking down behind the paywall. It's you locked it down behind the paywall on the highest tier, which is not going to be your biggest tier. It's not. The majority of gamers are not going to be on the premium tier, which means it's a small group who has access to time trials, and that small group is the one that's going to... But you understand what I'm saying? If you cast a wider net with time trial, you're going to have more people playing, 2 hours of that game, which means you have the opportunity to have a bigger audience to sell. Perfect example, let's assume PS4 is included in this, right? So PS4 and PS5. You have over 100 million consoles, over 100 million users. Now that you lock time trials to the premium tier, what if you only have like 5, 6, 7, let's say 10 million users? So you went from 100 million users that play on PlayStation, but only a fraction can actually play this time trial. And out of that fraction, who knows how many is going to actually buy the game? When you could have just opened it up to everybody. Everybody gets access to time trial. Even the people who aren't on PSN at all. No subscription. The guys who just play Fortnite. But they have access to time trial. So you got 100 million people that are actually playing these 2-hour trials. How many would be like, man, I really want to play this game? You see what I'm saying? Cast a wider net, you catch more fish. So that's really why it doesn't really make sense. But the hypocrisy is funny. But anyway, I just want to put that out. Let's get to the next topic. So, XCloud going to be on Samsung TV. The end is nigh. Nah, I'm playing, man. I tweeted that out to see what reactions I get. Jesus Christ, man. These guys, you would think that these guys know that I'm a bit smarter than that. This is not going to be the end of Xbox consoles. At least not for a long, long time. Not for decades, right? But it's hilarious how many people are like, oh, this guy I don't know what he's talking about. There's even one guy, one dork, that's be like, well, if you really believe consoles, why don't you bet me on it? Like, yo, there is some dorks on the damn Xbox side. Like, yo, it's hilarious. Like, they actually believe that I think the console's gonna die this gen or something. God, these guys are a bunch of dorks. It's probably weird, right? Seeing a Puerto Rican dude from New York using the word dork, but I can't think of a better word. They're a bunch of dorks. That's like the definition of those guys. Like holy shit. Like, they can't see that the post is just an antagonizing post. They really believe they think that Xbox is gonna die or whatever. Like, bro, that community is funny. That community is very remedial. But anyway, Here's the question I really want to talk about. And to me, it's a little bit of false advertising. Just a little bit. Because they're saying it's being advertised as play Xbox games without an Xbox. Right? Now, words have meanings to this, right? Now, everybody be like, yeah, you're playing Xbox games on your XCloud. No need for a console. Okay. So you don't need a console. Right? Let's start with this. With XCloud, type 1, if like, yes, you no longer need a console. Or type 2, if you want the Xbox experience, yes, you still need a console. And I'm not talking about graphics, all that. I'm just talking about playing games. All right? In the merit of playing games, yep, you don't need a Xbox console. This Samsung app will fulfill the need. Or 2, no, you're going to need a console to actually have the Xbox game experience, meaning you play the games, all about the games. I want to see the chat's opinion. I want to see how, if Microsoft, and don't try to, like, what's Portmark trying to say? Just based on that advertisement and how Microsoft is advertising xCloud to you, how do you feel just based on the advertisement? Like, yes, you know, and I'm not talking about graphics or stability. I got that because, you know, network. Let's pretend it works. Let's pretend you have no issues with the internet. Great graphics, no latency or input lag, none of that weird shit. Yes, I no longer need an Xbox console. Or 2, no, you're gonna need a console. In the respective games, not graphics or not ray tracing. Well, console barely does ray tracing anyway, so you wouldn't be missing. But the way Microsoft is advertising it to you, they make it seem like you don't need a console. You can play the games. Type 1 if you believe that. Like, yep, you know. Again, ignore the, well, I don't like streaming. Let's pretend you don't notice a difference. Let's pretend it runs just as well, just like the console. In terms of performance, latency, FPS, everything's equal. Like, you couldn't even tell that it was your streaming app on TV. Let's pretend is that, right? And the reason why I'm asking is, all right, the reason why I'm saying is they're advertising this as you don't need a console. So I want to ask you a situation. I want to create a scenario, and you help me formulate the scenario. So, a gamer sees this commercial. He's like, oh man, I don't really need to buy an Xbox. I already have my Samsung TV. I see the app. Let me ask my boys who have consoles. Hey, yo, guys, you heard about this app? And they're Xbox fanboys like, yeah. He goes, so do I need to buy a console? Can I rock with you guys, whatever? Like, yeah, you don't need a console. Just, yeah, whatever. Woo, Microsoft, spreading gamers everywhere. Ah! Right? Okay. So, the gamer opts to not buy the console and do it through the app. Right? He opens up the app. So here's my question. August this year, when Madden 23 drops, his boys buys Madden 23 on their console and they're playing. Can he buy Madden 23 and play with them? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no. So I'll wait for the answer from you guys. Will that gamer on the Xbox app be able to play the brand new Madden when it comes out in August with his boys who's on the Xbox console and they're playing Madden? They digitally downloaded it and bought it, or they have the disc. He's working with the Xbox app. Are they the same? 1 for yes, 2 for no. So far, got 2, 2, 2. Neo Ghostos 2. Michael said 1. Let's see who else in there. Hit the like button. Cryptostic said 2. Consoles are on their way out. P-Rock, we're gonna talk about it. King of the Road said 2. So far only one person said 1, meaning yes, you can. Let's see who else. Chancleta Mangu. Just notice your name. He's Dominican through and through. Mary Wilcox says 2. Isn't the Xbox Game Pass only Game Pass? Shouldn't even hit it. True SJ said hell no. So everybody that said 2, you are correct. The answer is no. Because the xCloud is only for Game Pass. That means if you opt to go with the app, instead of buying the console, you have just restricted your gaming titles to just Game Pass. You wouldn't be able to play Elden Ring right now. You know, unless the game is on Game Pass, you can't play it. And think of how many games will come out not on Game Pass. Madden Day 1's not going to come on Game Pass. 2K Day 1's not going to Game Pass. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, not going to be Day 1 on Game Pass. Maybe eventually when Microsoft buys Activision, but for now it's not. Think of all the games that's not going to be on Game Pass. You will not be able to play any of them. You will not be able to play with other Xbox console owners in a lot of games that are multiplayer, unless it's specifically Microsoft first party or games that is on Game Pass. Like Outriders, Destiny, I think is on Game Pass. But there is a lot of games you won't be able to play. So how is that you don't need a console when there are so many games you won't have access to? So that's where I think it's a little bit misleading. I think the proper marketing should be play Xbox Game Pass without a console. Not play Xbox games. Because that could be it's a very ambiguous term. Because you can say, you know, the Elden Ring version on Xbox is an Xbox game. It's a game you can play on Xbox. But you can't play it on the app. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very misleading term. It should be play Game Pass without a console. And that way the users know that if you decide to go with the app, it's limited to the Game Pass library of games. Every other game available is gone. For example, Xbox One console has a library of about 2,000 games or 1,800 games. And around 400 to 500 is Game Pass. You know? So Baka said they said in 2023 XCloud will be for all own games. That's what needs to happen if that's correct. That needs to happen, meaning if the entire digital library, meaning the entire store that's on Xbox is streaming, then that's good. That's actually not needing the console. But if you want access to the entire library of games, you're going to need a console. You're going to need a console. If you want access to the entire games and you want to play whatever game comes out on that console, not just what goes on Game Pass, you're going to need a console or PC. But obviously, we're talking about consoles here. So that's why I say I think that the advertising is a bit misleading. I think now for now, it should be, you know, play Game Pass without a console. You know? Holy shit, Naked HD is back. Let me... Yo, Naked HD is, I swear, you know. Tell you what, I give you props. I give you props. Put in that work. Naked HD is relentless. Like, yo. Yo. Relentless. Like, got me on. Probably hit the bell. Surprised Naked HD is not a channel member. Like, golly. Yo, this is wild. Like, yo. Like, it's just funny. Cheapest sex they find in fuck. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, the YouTube's wild. So that's the right thing. So my final point that I want to bring up and hit the like button is the Last of Us Remake. Woo! There is a very divisive topic. Let's start this. But you know what's crazy? The game already sold out. Like the $99 premium whatever already sold out that day. I have no doubt that there are fans of The Last of Us and they cannot wait to play The Last of Us Part 1 built from the ground up with the technology The Last of Us 2 presented, or maybe even the technology of whatever future games Naughty Dog is about to push out for PlayStation 5. Because it's built on PlayStation 5 hardware. So who knows? Maybe this is like a little bit of a test run on the technology we're about to see in their future games. I said months ago, and I posted on Twitter a video clip that this was also designed for PC as well. Because they make it a PC version, which I had a few. Once the rumor came out, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna make it. But they're not just simply gonna use the remastered version of the PS4. They probably want one that's built from the ground up that could really take advantage of PC hardware. So they're doing a PlayStation 5 and PC version, and I think this is going to be like a little gateway to the factions multiplayer to get PC gamers in on board as well by being able to play the game. I would imagine that this version is going to be graphically amazing, frame rates. Who knows if they add ray tracing? It's going to be the best version of The Last of Us, and I'm sure the fans are going to enjoy it. Many are complaining that it's $70, but the people who bought it aren't. I personally am not going to buy it. The game is amazing, but I think the remaster was a good remaster. Of course, this remake looks a lot better, but I think the remaster was good enough, so I don't see a need to play the PS5 version. For remakes, I would prefer remasters of games older than PS4 games. I think maybe the only game I would do an exemption is Bloodborne. I think a built from the ground up Bloodborne is what a lot of people will want in the frame rates and stuff, so I could understand that. But for the most part, a lot of PlayStation 4 games are really good looking. I would prefer PS3 games or older generations, especially the PS2, PS1. I think those games are, if anything, the popular games from those platforms, I think will benefit more from a full-blown remake. Because it would be such a vast difference. Like Metal Gear Solid 1, the first Metal Gear Solid. A remake of that would be just incredible. A remake of Silent Hill would be insane. Things like that. I don't have a concern because it is what it is. The decision's done. But I just wonder if by doing this remake, because I would imagine part of the main team was in on it, how much further along other games would be if they weren't doing this remake. If they didn't put any effort or time into making this remake, how further along their other projects would be, because their manpowers would be dedicated to that. We'll never know. We don't know if this impact or don't. That's just an assumption on my half. But in the end, I think the game's going to be successful. I think a lot of people are going to buy it. It's not going to be like 20 million successful, but it's going to be successful enough. Well, you saw it's already sold out. And, there's a lot of Last of Us fans that want it. So guess what? Sony filled that void. There's a lot of fans that want it. They're paying the $70. If you don't want it, then don't pay the $70, like me. That's how it works. If there's a product that's being made and you don't want it, then don't buy it. And it is what it is. Dizzle said remake Dino Crisis. Yeah, Capcom. A lot of people are asking about that. Good example of a game that would benefit from a full-blown remake. That's a good one. But I think that's it. So I'm gonna cut this podcast. But tomorrow I will do probably another live, but after the show. I'm not gonna do one during the show because I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust it. I'm gonna be like, I probably won't even watch it live. Maybe I'll probably watch it after it ends, so that way I have the ability to skip if it gets kind of corny. But I will not be doing a live stream while the show's on because I really don't have faith in that show. I hope for the best, but get ready for the worst, right? But I will at some point go live to give my thoughts, and then Tuesday's podcast, we're going to talk about it. All right? So with that said, I want to say I truly appreciate you guys for this quick impromptu, for rocking out. I'm going to let y'all be. Enjoy Lucas' podcast, Thrash podcast, whatever podcast is going on right now that you want to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section. True SSJ and the Brain, truly appreciate you guys for being channel members. I truly appreciate you all for rocking and supporting the channel. I will see you guys here Tuesday. We're going to get it on. And then hopefully tomorrow, you know, I'll do my thing. Hopefully it's a good show. Because you best believe, if it flops, there'll be no capping. There'll be no capping. So anyway, hit the like button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, this is your first time watching it, hit the subscribe button. And watch out Tuesday. 9 p.m. Eastern, 60 frames, no lag. And I will check you guys in. I will check you guys again. Thank you for showing up. To my friends, my family, fellow gamers, your only friend in these YouTube streets, Puerto77. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I'm out of here. Peace.